Manchester United
Yeah.
drew to Bournemouth 2-2. Chelsea lost to Everton 3-0. That was the
Yeah.
sweetest of all of the games at the weekend. And Liverpool as well, 2-1, because one
Yeah.
of our editor for Run of Play is a Liverpool fan. He
Oh man,
always,
that Liverpool one
yeah,
was the
it was,
sweetest of victories.
yeah, it was very, very nice. I didn't like that Villa won, but you know, um, whatever. But now the top four race is quite open, right? Do you think that United are going to? Someone was saying last episode that he thinks that United are going to finish second. Are you also in that boat, or you think it's going to be a third place finish for United?
Okay. I had a take at the beginning of the season from the first day Man United played Arsenal, and I'm not going to tell you the take until the end of the season.
Okay.
But I think there's a chance for United to be second. Why do I say so? We want Arsenal to beat Man City. Man United are pretty much, say, 5 points behind City,
Yes.
6 points behind City. We're 6 points behind City, and that's 2 games. And City have two. I think I was looking at their fixtures. They have a potential for 2 games where they can slip up, right?
Mhm.
They're going to be annoyed because they crashed out the Champions League, which makes it more difficult. But they have the Arsenal game. Arsenal could be out for revenge against City, and it's not in no distant time. City face Liverpool, so they'll focus in their next game in the FA Cup.
Mhm.
So they'll focus heavily on that one. But the next game after that is Arsenal.
Yeah.
So Arsenal want to kind of revenge, and that's 3 points gone. If Arsenal manage to get a 1-0 or 2-0 or whatever
Yeah.
win against City, that's 3 points gone. And we can finish second so long as we win the rest of the games
Yeah.
to the end of the season. While Arsenal do what they need to do against City, and then any other person just gets a draw here and there because City are capable of getting draws.
Yeah, but are you confident
Then we
that
can finish
United are
second. But
going
for
to?
now, I think
Are you confident that United are going to win the rest of the games? Because you've had like 2 or 3 draws now in a row. So isn't that like telling you?
not in a row. No, we had
Mhm.
a draw, a loss, and a win
Okay.
in the last 3 games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
A draw, a loss, and a win. We had the loss to Newcastle, we had a draw to Bournemouth, and then we had a win against Aston Villa. So
yeah. So with that kind of form, do you think what's giving you the confidence that you can just go unbeaten to the end of the season? Because yet I know you're saying if Arsenal's beat City, which is a slim chance, like what's the guarantee? What gives you that
yeah,
hope?
it's slim chance. I'm looking at our fixtures here, and we've got the next 5 games. We face Leeds,
Hmm.
Chelsea, Brentford, Liverpool, and Sunderland.
Yeah,
The difficult games here are going to be the Liverpool game.
and
I'm not
Leeds
worried about Chelsea at all.
and
I'm not
Leeds.
worried about Chelsea.
Don't sleep
You
on
say what?
Leeds. Don't sleep on Leeds. Leeds,
We
are,
drew with Leeds.
Leeds,
We drew with Leeds with Old Trafford.
yeah, but Leeds are still kind of in a relegation battle. This is the squeaky bum time. They will
No,
if they get
Leeds are 15 with 33 points.
yes, if they get a draw, they'll come to Old Trafford hoping for a draw. If they get a draw, that is a very good point for them. So I'm just saying, don't sleep on Leeds.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah, but if I look at our fixtures, like we have had only one loss in 5 games, the last 5 games. Yeah,
Mhm.
but on the other hand, when I look at like the lineup of fixtures, like we just need one. Leeds are we're talking about rivalry here. Man
Yeah.
City is not as hated as Leeds when it comes to Man United.
Hmm.
Man United versus Leeds is a rivalry for the ages.
Exactly.
If Leeds let them go to Championship and come back, it's a rivalry. So
Yeah.
it makes it even hard. We were playing Leeds when we played them in a draw in the first leg. That was even when we were having issues with Amorim and everything. Now that the ship is kind of steady, I don't 1-0 is enough for us to just beat Leeds,
Okay.
right? Where I'm worried is Liverpool. And that's like 27th of April. It's going to be a really tough one, and that's at Old Trafford too as well. But then we also have a good home record. We have a horrible away record. We've won 2 games in the last 8, right? And we go to face Chelsea, so that could also be a banana peel.
Mhm.
But then the rest, a home game against Brentford, that's a revenge mission for us. A home game against Liverpool, well, I don't know what the outcome will be because I don't know the Liverpool are faced on the day. Then Sunderland too. That's an away game.
Yeah.
That's tough. So these 5 games, if we can we'll do our job and win our next 5 games, then I think we will get closer to second.
Fair enough.
And then because right now Aston Villa are hot on our heels, 1 point behind.
Mm,
So we cannot be losing ground and all of that,
yeah.
right? And then Everton are closer to Chelsea than
Yeah.
Everton are closer to Chelsea and Liverpool than they are to us. That's hard.
So like I said, so you are thinking United second but third minimum, right?
Minimum,
Minimum.
yes,
So who's going to
yes,
finish?
yes,
Who's going to finish
yeah,
fourth? Because David Moyes said today that like he has one eye in check. There's a chance for them to finish in Europe, either Conference League or Champions League. He didn't even say Europa League. He skipped that one. He says either going to be Conference League or
yeah,
Champions League
yeah.
because Everton has a good run of
Champions
form
League, yeah.
at this point in time. So, do you think that Chelsea are going to finish
Yeah.
fourth, or like who is going to be fourth for you?
So coming from Everton, they are going to be playing. Their next game is against Brentford,
Mm,
and Everton have 3 wins from 5, with 2 losses in between. Brentford are draw specialists
yeah.
now, 3 draws from the last 5 games. So that game is going to determine whether they finish higher or lower. But the battle for that fourth spot is between Villa, Liverpool, and Chelsea. And Villa just came off of a 3 game losing streak to win against West
Yes.
Ham, and they
Yes.
face Nottingham Forest. That's also a tough team.
Hmm.
So Chelsea are not going to be able to make that because obviously they're playing Man City next,
Yeah.
so it's going to be tough. Liverpool, hot and I think it's Villa because Liverpool face Fulham next,
Mm,
and Liverpool are not looking good against smaller
yeah, they are
teams.
not.
So I don't know. Then Everton and Brentford are facing each other, so they'll flip it eventually. We'll
Mhm.
flip somehow. It's crazy, man. That top 4 race. Forget I've moved up a
Yeah.
little bit from them. Please, like, no, nobody should drag me into fourth.
True, true.
Oh man,
Yeah,
I'm so
for
happy
now.
that we're up, but then it's like
Yeah, there's still lots of games to play. And it's football, anything can
there are lots
happen.
of games to play. There's like 8 games, bro. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
man. Yeah, yeah,
to be fair, if I don't want Chelsea to even finish in the top four, they should finish like sixth. I want them to be in Europa League. That's where I want them to finish. I don't mind like Villa and Liverpool going like
yeah.
fourth.
Europa League.
Yes, that's
Why
where.
don't they just drop down to the Conference League and continue from where they stopped last year,
No,
bro?
I don't think that's
They just drop down to the Conference League and continue from where they stopped.
relegation. Do you think Tottenham are going down? Because they are just hanging by a thread, just one
They
point
should go down.
above relegation zone.
They have to go down. I know why I say they have to go down.
Why? Why?
I saved the video from the beginning of the season.
Mm,
A certain Tottenham fan, he's a top content creator. He said, I am above you. I know you must have seen that viral video. I'm above you. I've leveled up. I've won a trophy, and you're going to be in the relegation next season. Was telling the Man United fan.
mm,
And now they are in the relegation. It's so therapeutic to listen to them crash
yeah.
out. The next game they play is against an informed
Hmm.
Sunderland that don't lose. I think that game is an yes, that don't lose at home easily. So they could still lose more.
Yeah.
Tottenham, for them to escape, need to get 10 points from the next 7 games. They need to get 10 points from 7 to be safe.
Hmm.
They're on 30 points now, 1 point ahead of West Ham.
Yes.
Northern Forest beat them and swapped and went to 32 points. Northern Forest need 8 points to be safe.
Yes.
So it's going to be really tough. I think they're going down.
Mm.
West Ham might scrape it. They just need like a couple wins and they'll scrape it, but I think they're going down now.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I would like West Ham to stay and Tottenham to go down, but I don't know, man, because West Ham are inconsistent. Tottenham are also inconsistent. Like,
Yeah,
during the week,
they're so
yeah,
inconsistent.
they beat or they drew to Liverpool, and then they beat
Mm,
Atletico Madrid 3-2.
they lost.
They beat Atletico Madrid. On aggregate,
Yeah.
it was like 5-3 on
Yeah,
aggregate.
yeah, yeah.
So they were thinking that they have some momentum, but
Yeah,
I think the players will know that since we can do that against Liverpool and against Atletico Madrid. But on the other hand, those are big teams. It's easier to if you're a big team,
yeah,
you don't mind stepping up for the big teams like the players. But smaller teams, there's something in the
yeah.
players' mind that will let them to switch off, kind of. So maybe
Drop down a little bit.
yeah,
Yeah,
so maybe
yeah.
that's why they are going to go down. But yeah,
Bro, they face Sunderland next.
mm,
And Sunderland don't play with big
no,
teams, bro.
Sunderland have a chance to go to
Then
Europe as well. So we'll
West
see.
Ham,
Mhm.
exactly. West Ham are going to play Wolves. So that's a battle as well. That's like like a maybe like a 12-point swing.
Mm.
I could go anyway. They play Wolves, and then Tottenham play
Yeah.
Sunderland. So if something happens now, West Ham could be pulled out and Tottenham could be dragged back down. Because West Ham just need to get a point against Wolves,
Mm-hmm.
and they will be on the same points with Villa, with Spurs. But if West Ham win Wolves by any
Mm.
means necessary, then they will have 32 points and they will climb out of relegation zone. And if Sunderland lose, they are dragged back in.
Yeah.
And it's a battle
Yeah,
till the end.
like it's just quite interesting, the top four battle and the relegation battle. As usual, this time of the season is quite
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, hope Arsenal win the league. Are
Nice,
you on the
nice
keep
point too,
keep Michael
Luca.
Carrick train?
No,
Why?
unfortunately. But then, okay, so I'll tell you why no, and I'll tell you why I'm not against keeping him.
Mm-hmm.
So no, because obviously he was brought in with one job, steady the ship,
Yeah,
and he's done that. He's got us a couple wins. We were the informed team heading into the Newcastle
yeah,
game, right? We were the one with the team with longest unbeaten record with wins as well. Now Bournemouth are the team with the longest unbeaten record. They have 11 now. So we came into that game with so much confidence, and then they got a red card, and then we could barely come out of first gear,
yeah.
and they scored and they won. If we had drawn that game, that would have given us a bit of confidence. So it's how Michael Carrick manages games like these that gives us questions, especially like even look at the last game against Bournemouth. We expected him to basically make his subs early, throw the kitchen sink when
Yeah.
needed. If a person is not performing well, drop him off and bring the next one. Casemiro got a yellow card. Dynamics of the game change. Why don't you take him off at the 60th minute? Bring on Ugarte. Tell Ugarte to do a defensive job
Mm.
so that Menu can flourish. But he did it. He brought Ugarte on at the 82nd minute. Like, how many minutes will Ugarte influence the game? So, is these kinds of games that where we expect him to pull off wins, that's where he's faltered, right?
Mm.
So,
So
in
it's not,
other
it's
words, we
not
just kind of like feel Michael Carrick is not. He's a good
tactically,
manager.
it's not
He's a Man
tactically
United
as
legend.
yes.
He's a very calm, respectable guy. He's tactically sound
Mm.
because I watched his Middlesbrough game. I did research as well. I watched his I followed him from 2022 when he moved to Middlesbrough as a manager,
Mm-hmm.
and he's tactically sound.
Because you
He knows
because we are hoping
when I saw some of the things that Arsenal was doing. You
because
said?
you're hoping was going to be a United manager, so you are following him to see what you know.
No, I was like, no, I was yes, yeah. You could say
Yes,
yes.
yes.
That's true.
Uh-huh.
That's actually correct. Yeah, I was hoping it was going to be a Man United manager, considering that he had an unbeaten run before he left, beating Arsenal along the way, though. By the way,
We
so
don't know.
on that on that ground, uh, now the I followed him. I still follow Kieran McKenna's progress. He's struggling in the championship, but he's doing well in the top 8, I think. But for Michael Carrick, I followed him and I observed his style of play, and it's kind of pretty similar to what he's doing here. He's playing that 3-5-2, 3-2-5 in
Mm-hmm.
possession, 4-2-2, 4-4-2 without possession, sometimes 4-1-4-1 without possession. So I see all of those tactics and those movements within he just needs a good team. But then you look at Man United's problem off the
Yeah.
field, that tells you, yeah, man.
Mm.
If they choose Carrick, we'll back him. Because there's no manager that will come to Man United and that manager will want to be called a head coach.
Yeah.
But that's what the board want. The board want a head coach, the manager.
Mm.
So it's going to be a problem. But
You
yeah,
can always sign
if he stays, we'll
you can
back him.
always
If he
sign
goes, fine.
Rosinho after he leaves Chelsea. He's going to be a good head coach. He's going to age men at Manchester United. It will unite the
Nah,
men in Manchester United.
nah, man. Rosinho has said his
Mm.
mentor is Alex Ferguson, but yeah, man, that guy is. He should have just stayed at Strasbourg or gone to another club
Mhm.
before he comes here because he was assistant coach under Wayne Rooney. Funny enough,
Yes.
it is what it is.
Yeah, man.